welcome back to Graduate Guru. Fresh session today, and we are continuing with our topic buyback of shares. We've already seen what is buyback, how or the ways in which it is done, why it is done, how it is different from redemption of preference shares, and then we saw some conditions of buyback also. And we've also seen what are the reserves you can use for buyback. Okay, now let's go to the main accounting for buyback. So let's start with some journal entries. Okay, now when we are going to do buyback, before the actual buyback, हम कुछ और चीजें करेंगे. जैसे हमने देखा है कि एक सोर्स बायबैक का क्या था, फ्रेश इश्यू ऑफ शेयर्स. So we will have to do some fresh issue of shares. Sometimes if the shares are still partly paid, जैसे मैंने लास्ट टाइम भी एक्सप्लेन किया था, दैट अगर शेयर्स पार्टली पेड है, पूरा शेयर का अमाउंट नहीं मिला है, तो पहले वी हैव टू मेक इट फुल्ली पेड, ओनली देन आई कैन बाय बैक. Then in order to provide funds for buyback, sometimes just before buyback, the company sells its old assets or some investments. So these are some entries first which we will start with. So our first entries are going to be for making the shares fully paid. In the situation if the shares are partly paid, these are the entries which will be required. So first is, I will make the final call. You are already aware of the terms call. Call is the amount which we ask from the shareholders. So final call करने के लिए first my entry will be equity share final call account debit and to equity share capital account. I'm going to increase the capital, so capital को credit देंगे और जो call हमें shareholder से लेना है उसे debit करेंगे. This is not a new entry, you've already done this earlier. Okay, so this is your entry for final call. Now once we make the call, we have to assume that वो सारा पैसा हमें मिल जाएगा. So bank account debit, because we will receive the money from our shareholders. And what are they paying us for? The final call. So, to equity share final call account. Okay. So, these are two entries which you have to pass for your making the shares fully paid up. Next is, as I said, sometimes we will sell some investments or some asset. Normal entry for sale of asset. Obviously, when you sell asset, you get money. Now, either the asset will be sold at a profit or it will be sold at a loss. अब ये important है whether it is profit or loss, क्योंकि this is going to affect my P&L account or the profit and loss account, जो हम free reserves के list में लेंगे. Okay? So you have to be careful whether you are selling the asset at a profit or a loss. Entry will be, obviously you are going to get cash or bank for bank balance. So bank account debit, it's a profit. Profit जब भी होता है P&L account credit होता है. So to profit and loss account, and what is going out? The asset or the investment. So to investment or asset account, जो भी हम बेच रहे हैं, that. Okay, so this profit and loss account will reflect your profit. Okay, और जब profit होगा हम उसे P&L account में add कर देंगे, loss होगा तो हम उसे minus कर देंगे. Similar entry for when we are going to sell it at a loss. The only difference will be that now your profit and loss account will get debited. So bank account debit, profit and loss account debit to asset or investment account, because that will go out. And ये जो profit and loss account है, that will reflect your loss on sale. Okay, so this is for your sale of assets and making the shares fully paid. Now we are always going to assume that we are going to buy back equity shares. हमारे sums में भी equity shares ही buy back करेंगे हम हमेशा. So what will be the fresh issue? It will obviously be of preference shares. ठीक है? Now the fresh issue can be at par. Par means face value. 10 रुपए का शेयर I will issue at 10 rupees, or it will be at premium, more than the face value. So 10 rupees shares maybe I will issue for 12 rupees, or at discount. Discount means lesser value. So probably 10 rupees share I will issue at 8 rupees. Okay. So what will our entries be? Obviously you are issuing shares, you are getting money. So bank account debit. And here there is no premium, no discount. So directly to whatever percent preference share capital account. Okay, what is this percent which I have written? We already know preference shares have a fixed rate of dividend and that is this percent. So in the sum अगर दिया है हमें percentage हम वो यहाँ पे डाल देंगे. It will not affect my calculation anywhere. Now same thing if it is at premium. Again I will get cash or bank from my shareholders. So bank account debit. What are we issuing? The shares. So and so percentage preference share capital account, and it is at premium. Premium is a profit, so it will be credited. And which account does the premium go to? It goes to securities premium account. Now again, whenever there is a fresh issue at premium, हमें याद रखना है that this premium will be added to, अगर हमारे पास already premium है हमारे sum में, तो this will get added to that amount. So your security premium will increase. Okay. Now when it is at discount, it will be bank account debit, and discount is a loss which will also get debited. So discount on issue of shares account debit. So that's your discount amount, and to so and so percentage preference share capital account. Okay. So in short, we'll get some money which we can use for our buyback. Plus, if it is at premium, my reserves will increase, so I will have more reserves to be used. And if it is at discount, obviously this is a loss which will appear on the asset side. So first take down these entries, then we go ahead with further entries. Now we actually come to the buyback entries. अब तक जो हमने entries की वो हमने पहले भी कहीं ना कहीं किसी और chapter में की हुई है. But now these are going to be entries which are very specific for buyback. So the first one is actually recording the buyback. अब हम buyback में क्या कर रहे हैं? We are buying the shares. जब हम share issue करते हैं तो हम share capital बढ़ा रहे हैं. That is, we are increasing it. So share capital को हम क्रेडिट करते हैं. When we are buying back those shares, we are cancelling the shares. हमने वो एक लिस्ट में भी देखा था that बायबैक करने के तुरंत बाद we cancel the shares. So जब हम शेयर कैपिटल कैंसिल कर रहे हैं, कम कर रहे हैं, I will give it a debit. So buyback can be at par, that is face value, at premium, or it can be at discount. So first for the par entry, as I said, we are going to cancel our shares. So I am going to debit my share capital. So equity share capital account will get debited. And whom do we have to make the payment? किसको पैसा देना है? To our shareholders. So to equity shareholders account. Okay? So this is your basic entry when the buyback is at par, face value. 10 रुपए का share, I'm going to pay back 10 rupees only. Now when we come to premium, obviously capital तो कम ही होगा, so capital has to be debited in all the entries. So again, equity share capital account debit. What are we paying along with that? What is our loss? We are paying extra premium. So वो जो प्रीमियम हम बायबैक पे पे करते हैं वो हमारा लॉस है. So it's a debit. So premium on buyback account debit. और टोटल अमाउंट हमें किसे देना है? इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स. सो टू इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स अकाउंट. ओके, दैट वाज एट प्रीमियम. अब जब हम डिस्काउंट पे इश्यू करेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली अगेन कैपिटल तो कैंसिल होगा ही, सो दैट विल बी डेबिटेड. इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट. But this time I am paying less. जब हम कम अमाउंट पे करते हैं, हमें सपोज किसी को 10 रुपए देने हैं, हम उसे सिर्फ 8 रुपए दे रहे हैं. So 2 rupees less that I am paying is my gain or it's my profit. All profits and gains are always credited, but the discount that we are getting, that is the less amount that we are paying to our equity shareholders, that profit goes to your capital reserve account. So to capital reserve account, and obviously the net amount I will pay to the equity shareholders. So to equity shareholders account. So what we have to remember, ये capital reserve में कौन सा amount जाएगा? The discount which we are giving to our shareholders. Okay, so the buyback which is at a discount, the discount goes to capital reserve. It's our profit. Now we made a whole list कि ये reserves buyback में use कर सकते हैं, ये reserves use नहीं कर सकते. Now what does it mean by using the reserves? Because I have profits, उस profit में से मैं buyback कर रही हूँ. So I am using up the profit. So what were some reserves which we said we can use? First we can use security premium account. We can use general reserve. We can use P&L account. And there are a whole list of reserves. I am not going to write all the reserves. But what are we doing? We are using the reserves. Reserves balance is always credit because they are profits. When I am going to use it, I am going to cancel it. So I am going to give it a debit. So whatever reserves you are using, generally we start with securities premium account. ये एक restricted account है जो हमें buyback में use करने का मौका मिलता है. So whatever amount of security premium I can use up, I will use up in buyback. Because आगे जाके I don't know if I will have an opportunity to use this account. So first I will always use securities premium account. Then if I have general reserve, I will use general reserve account. I am using all the reserves and that is why I am debiting all these reserves. If I have profit and loss account balance, then I will use that also. So profit and loss account will also be debited, and when I am using profit and loss, I have to add or subtract the profit or loss on sale of asset, okay, which we saw in the earlier entry. Now what am I going to do by debiting all these reserves? I am going to transfer them to a new reserve. So I am just changing the name of the reserve. वो reserve मेरे company में ही रहेगा, but now it will become restricted reserve. So मैं इन सारे profits को कहाँ पर लेकर जाऊंगी? I will take them to an account called Capital Redemption Reserve Account. Okay, this you have done earlier in preference shares also. When you buy back or redeem your preference shares out of free reserves or out of profits, we always transfer the amount to Capital Redemption Reserve. So that is what we are doing over here. So this is called using the reserves for buyback. Now after I have used the reserves, if my buyback is at a premium, तो इस premium को भी मुझे adjust करना पड़ेगा. So what will I adjust the premium against? Again, I will use my securities premium account. Generally for premium also, first we will use up our security premium. So securities premium account debit, again I am using a reserve, so I am debiting it. If I have general reserve or P&L, whichever reserves I am using, just like this entry, just like the previous entry, whatever reserves I am using, I am going to debit those reserves. So here I can have general reserve, I can have P&L account, I can have revenue reserve. And what am I using it for? I am using it to write off my premium on buyback account. जो प्रीमियम ऑन बायबैक हमने यहाँ पर डेबिट किया है, उसे यहाँ पर हम क्रेडिट कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज आई एम यूजिंग दीज रिजर्व्स टू राइट ऑफ माई प्रीमियम. नेक्स्ट इज पेमेंट टू शेयर होल्डर्स. यहाँ पर हमने बायबैक जब रिकॉर्ड किया, वी क्रेडिटेड आवर इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स. वाई? क्योंकि हमें उन्हें पैसे देने हैं. दे बिकम आवर क्रेडिटर्स. आई हैव टू पे देम. So now finally when I make the payment, I will debit them, debit the receiver. So equity shareholders account debit, and I will pay them. So to bank account. We don't write cash bank account anymore because Companies Act is very restricted and it says that you have to make most of your payments through bank. So we will always write to bank account. Okay. Finally, this may or may not be there in your sum, but useful to understand. When we do buyback, सारी formalities होती है. You have to appoint lawyers. You have to fill up forms. There is a lot of expense that you have to bear for the buyback. So I am going to just pass a general entry for that. Buyback expense account debit, because expenses are always debited, and to bank account, you pay the expense. So to bank gets credited, and ये buyback expense जो हमारा expense है, we can't leave it like that in our accounts. So you have to transfer it to P&L account. So profit and loss account debit to buyback expense account. So in case in our sum we have buyback expense, we have to remember that buyback expense will also affect our profit and loss. So वो minus करके हम बाद में जो balance रहेगा, that only we can use for buyback. So there are a lot of things you have to remember when you are doing your buyback, because each entry will have an effect on the reserve, and the reserve will eventually have an effect on how much you can buy back or you can not buy back. So all that we'll come to a little later. First take down these entries. These are all the journal entries for your buyback. Now in journal entries, we saw what we have to do, how to account for our buyback. But before we even pass the journal entries, हमें सबसे पहले क्या चाहिए? कितने shares buyback हो रहे हैं and at what price? These two things are very, very important. Now in some simple sums, you will get that two things directly. So दिया है इतने shares buyback करने हैं और इतना price देना है shareholders को. But what if that is not given to you? Then we have to go back to our conditions of buyback that we studied earlier, and we have to find out that within the legal formalities kitna buyback possible hai. Okay, so for that we have to prepare a kind of a table, get some amounts and see उसमें से कौन सा amount हम buyback के लिए ले सकते हैं. Okay, so that is determining maximum possible buyback. हमें सम में भी ऐसे ही दिया होगा that calculate or determine or ascertain what will be the maximum possible buyback according to the legal formalities. So let's start with that. Now here there are two parts. We'll first touch upon the first part जब offer price दे दिया है. Number of shares हमें नहीं पता है, but कितने में buyback करना है हमें दे दिया है. Either it is at par, that is face value, या फिर कुछ premium add करके amount दिया होगा. But in short, your offer price is known to you. Now what are you going to do? There are some 3 to 4 steps which we have to follow. So our first step is calculating 25% of own funds. So सबसे पहले हमें क्या कैलकुलेट करना है? 25% ऑफ ओन फंड्स. अब उसके लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? ऑब्वियसली वी वांट ओन फंड्स. सो व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी योर ओन फंड्स? ओन फंड्स इंक्लूड्स फर्स्ट योर कैपिटल. ओन फंड्स मीन्स क्या? अपने खुद के बिजनेस के फंड्स, दैट इज योर कैपिटल. कैपिटल के अंदर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द कैपिटल हैज टू बी पेड अप. ओके, नॉट ऑथराइज्ड कैपिटल बट paid up capital. We know the difference between authorized capital and paid up capital. So what we need is paid up capital. उसमें we will take both our shares, equity and preference. Okay? So ये दो amounts पहले हमें balance sheet में दिए होंगे which we are going to take. If your equity is not fully paid, it is partly paid. Here you are going to take fully paid. Okay, so you have to make your equity fully paid because you are going to buy back equity and you cannot buy back partly paid shares. Okay, so if you are taking equity, make sure that it is fully paid equity, not partly paid. Now the second is your free reserves. Okay, so first part was capital, own funds में. सेकेंड इज फ्री रिजर्व्स. जो भी फ्री रिजर्व्स हमें सम में दिए गए हैं वो. सो जनरली वी विल ऑलवेज हैव जनरल रिजर्व एंड वी विल ऑल्सो हैव आवर प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. सो वील हैव जनरल रिजर्व एंड वील हैव प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. और उसके साथ also your securities premium account which is allowed for buyback, that also I will add to my own funds. Okay, so ये सब total करके here this is only for your reference. यहाँ पे अगर और कोई reserve है जो free reserve के list में से है, we will add that also. So this will give me my own funds. Okay, here what I get is own funds. But what do we want? We want 25% of own funds. जो हमारा condition था हम वो satisfy कर रहे हैं. So 25% of own funds I will calculate. So whatever own funds we get over here, उसका 25%, and this is the first amount which is to be considered. Okay, so just now I'm calling it amount A. Even when we are doing the sum, जो भी amount आएगा उसके पास हम A लिख देंगे. Okay, so that's my first amount which we calculate. So we've got the first condition, 25% of own funds. Now there is another condition which is given in your list, and that is that after buyback हमारा जो debt equity ratio है that cannot be more than 2:1. ये एक condition है कि buyback हो जाने के बाद हमारा जो debt है, what is debt? Debt is the loans, debentures. That cannot be more than double of equity. ठीक है? So we have to consider that condition now. So the second condition, that is my B part, is minimum own funds. Okay? So minimum after the buyback कुछ amount has to be there as own funds. हम पूरा own funds खत्म नहीं कर सकते. Plus debt बहुत ज्यादा नहीं हो जा सकता है, more than your equity. So there has to be a balance between the two, and that is why this condition is there. Now for this condition, what are you going to do? We will take our own funds, जो हमने already यहाँ पर calculate करके रख दिया है. So own funds का amount हमारे पास already है. उसमें से I am going to subtract half into loan funds. Okay, because what is my condition saying? That the debt equity ratio means debentures, loans, etc. upon equity. Equity is nothing but own funds. So debt equity ratio cannot be more than 2:1. Okay, so that is why I am multiplying this with half. Okay, half into loan funds. Loan funds में क्या क्या आएगा? You will have your debentures, you will have your secured loans, and you will also have unsecured loans. Okay, so debentures है, secured loans है, unsecured loans है, ये सारी चीजें लोन फंड्स में आती है. लोन फंड्स में क्या नहीं आता है? योर करंट लायबिलिटीज, दैट इज क्रेडिटर्स, बिल्स पेएबल, आउटस्टैंडिंग एक्सपेंस, बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट, ये सब इसमें नहीं आएगा. दीज आर करंट लायबिलिटीज सेपरेट. ओके, सो ओन फंड्स लेंगे हम, उसमें से इसका हाफ जो भी है वो माइनस करेंगे, एंड दैट विल गिव मी माई second amount, which is I am going to call B. So this is nothing but my minimum own funds. This is 25% of own funds. This is minimum own funds. Okay, दो steps हो गए. Now we go to the third step. Now we come to our third step, and the third step is about the condition जहां हमने पढ़ा था कि it cannot be more than 25% of equity capital. So जितना भी मेरा equity capital है, pure equity capital, ये सब ऐड वैड नहीं करना है, only equity capital का 25% से ज्यादा buyback नहीं हो सकता है. So that's my third condition, 25% of equity capital. Now ये कैलकुलेशन प्रिटी सिंपल है. सो फर्स्ट आई विल टेक माई इक्विटी कैपिटल जो भी है पेड अप, उसका वी विल कैलकुलेट 25%. ओके, देन यू विल डिवाइड इट बाय द फेस वैल्यू पर शेयर, जो भी है 10 रुपीज या 100 rupees. So I will divide it by that. This will give me number of shares that can be bought back. So this is number of shares for buyback. Okay, पहले इक्विटी कैपिटल का 25% किया, उसको फेस वैल्यू पर शेयर से डिवाइड किया, which gives me number of shares which I can buy back. Okay, now this amount or the number of shares which we calculated, I will multiply that with the given offer price. Because ये वाले सिचुएशन में हमने क्या देखा है, ऑफर प्राइस ऑलरेडी दी गई है. सो कितने में शेयर्स बाय बैक कर रहे हैं दैट इज नोन टू अस. सो सिंपली जो ये नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स मेरे पास है, आई विल मल्टीप्लाई इट विथ द गिवन ऑफर प्राइस एंड दैट विल गिव मी माय थर्ड अमाउंट which will be my amount C. Okay, so now I have three amounts with me. A, which is 25% of own funds. B, which is minimum own funds, which is considering my debentures, loans, etc. after the buyback. And third is 25% of pure equity capital without adding preference, without adding reserves. 25% of equity capital और उसको हमने given offer price से already multiply कर दिया. So I have three amounts. Now your amount for buyback. Sorry. So your amount for buyback will be least of A, B, C. ये तीन जो अमाउंट्स हैं उसमें से जो सबसे कम अमाउंट है वो बन जाएगा मेरा अमाउंट ऑफ बायबैक. मीन्स ये टोटल अमाउंट है जो मैं बायबैक के लिए स्पेंड कर सकती हूँ. ओके, यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल व्हाट वी आर डूइंग ओवर हियर. वी डोंट नो कितने शेयर्स हम बायबैक कर सकेंगे. सो वी आर ट्राइंग टू कैलकुलेट दैट, बट द फर्स्ट थिंग वी आर गेटिंग इज ओनली द टोटल अमाउंट. मीन्स जब हम बायबैक करेंगे इतना, ये तीनों में से जो कम से कम अमाउंट होगा उतना अमाउंट मैं बायबैक के लिए यूज कर सकती हूँ. सो दिस वी गॉट. नाउ नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स जो हम बायबैक कर सकते हैं, दिस इज द अमाउंट. अब कितने शेयर्स हम बायबैक कर रहे हैं, सो ये जो लीस्ट अमाउंट आया है, whatever I have got as the least amount, I divide it by my offer price. Okay, I already know the offer price. So यहाँ मुझे अमाउंट आ गया बायबैक का, उसे मैंने ऑफर प्राइस से डिवाइड कर दिया, तो मुझे पता चलेगा कि मैं कितने शेयर्स बायबैक कर रही हूँ. Got this? Okay, so take this down. Very very important format. Your whole sum will be based on this itself. Okay, so first take this down. Now, when offer price is not given to us, okay, वहां पर क्या था, नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स पता नहीं थे, बट ऑफर प्राइस एटलीस्ट हमारे पास थी. यहाँ पे दोनों चीजें नहीं दी गई है. वी डोंट नो द नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स ऑल्सो एंड वी डोंट नो द ऑफर प्राइस ऑल्सो. देन व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू डू? फर्स्ट टू स्टेप्स सेम. ओके, सो यू विल गेट ए अमाउंट विच इज 25% ऑफ ओन फंड्स. You will get B, which is minimum own funds. वो सारे steps same रहेंगे. Now, before we go to the third step, हम इसी point पे least amount ढूंढेंगे. So, amount of buyback will be now लीस्ट ऑफ A and B. बिकॉज हमारे पास अभी दो ही अमाउंट्स है, तो दोनों में से जो कम अमाउंट है दैट बिकम्स माई अमाउंट ऑफ बायबैक. सो अमाउंट यहां पर मुझे मिल गया. नाउ आई विल गो टू माई C step where I will calculate number of shares. So this calculation is also similar to what we did earlier. I will take 25% of equity capital okay, and I will divide it by the face value per share. Okay, 25% of equity capital divided by face value, जो हमने वहां पर भी C step में किया था. This will give me number of shares जो हम buyback कर सकते हैं. Okay, now this I am going to call C this time. Okay, यहां पर हमारे पास A और B था. This becomes my C. Now what is missing? ऑफर प्राइस. बिकॉज वो वाले स्टेप में ऑफर प्राइस थी तो हमने यहां पर मल्टीप्लाई किया था, इफ यू रिमेंबर. नाउ माय ऑफर प्राइस इज ओनली नॉट देयर. सो व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू, ये जो लीस्ट अमाउंट है आई एम गोइंग टू टेक दैट. सो लीस्ट अमाउंट विच वी ऑलरेडी कैलकुलेटेड आफ्टर स्टेप बी डिवाइडेड बाय दिस नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स जो हमें मिला है एज स्टेप सी. So this is nothing but what you got in your step C. So this will give me my offer price. Okay, least amount which is the total amount जो मैं buyback के लिए खर्च कर सकती हूँ and divide by number of shares. तो per share मैं कितना खर्च कर सकती हूँ, that is offer price. I will get it like this. Now this offer price will always be a little higher than your face value. Okay, it can be less also, that is a possibility, but just now we are assuming that it is going to be higher than the face value. So offer price को हम हमेशा दो parts में divide करेंगे. Face value जो हमें सब में दी होगी, that is your 10 rupees, 100 rupees, okay, and the balance will be premium. So your offer price will always be split into two parts, face value and premium. So this is how you will calculate your offer price if it is not already given to you in the sum. So take this down, this part is already the same. What is additional you have to take down is this. So take it down and then we go ahead further. Now once we have calculated कि हमें कितने शेयर्स बायबैक करने हैं और क्या ऑफर प्राइस है, दैट इज कितने में बायबैक करने हैं, वी विल मेक टू इक्वेशंस सो दैट आवर कैलकुलेशन बिकम सिंपलर और हम उसमें से डायरेक्ट अमाउंट्स उठा के जर्नल एंट्रीज इजीली पास कर सकेंगे. सो आवर फर्स्ट इक्वेशन विल बी फॉर फेस वैल्यू ऑफ बायबैक. Okay, and my second equation will be for premium on buyback. Okay, because as I said, generally in our sums we will have the buyback at a premium. So face value of buyback and premium on buyback. अब face value के लिए number of shares जो हम buyback कर रहे हैं into face value, and for premium obviously number of shares into premium. Now we have to be careful. Generally students make a mistake कि सपोज हमें बायबैक प्राइस दी गई है 50 रुपीज, शेयर इज ऑफ 10 रुपीज, बायबैक ऑफर प्राइस इज 50 रुपीज. सो यहां पर तो 10 ले लेंगे, बट यहां पर आई डोंट नो व्हाई बट स्टूडेंट्स टेंड टू टेक फुल 50 रुपीज एज प्रीमियम, जबकि 50 रुपीज प्रीमियम नहीं है. प्रीमियम इज जो फेस वैल्यू के ऊपर हम पे कर रहे हैं, दैट इज द प्रीमियम. सो यहां पर 40 ही आएगा इफ वी टेक माई एग्जाम्पल. ओके, नाउ फेस वैल्यू में as we saw what are the sources of buyback. So face value के लिए I can either use fresh issue अगर sum में दिया है, या if we have to calculate but the sum will give you a hint that fresh issue है या नहीं है. So fresh issue plus what was the other thing we saw we can use for buyback? Securities premium, correct? So this is also one of our sources for buyback. And finally, for the balance, I use free reserves. Okay? Free reserves, generally I am considering from the point of view of the sums that are asked. And generally free reserves mein, we have general reserve and we have our profit and loss account, P&L account. Okay, so this is how my equation will be formed for face value. Similarly, for my premium on buyback, I cannot use fresh issue for premium. So the first thing I can use is securities premium. Okay, plus अगर fresh issue भी premium पर है, that means हमने fresh issue भी higher value पे किया हुआ है, then that premium which technically gets added to my security premium, but for understanding I'm writing it separate, premium on fresh issue. So this we don't have to forget, we have to consider that premium is there on fresh issue also. So I add that and my free reserves again. Okay, free reserves mein again you can have general reserve, you can have P&L. Now when you are considering P&L for your free reserves, you have to remember to add your profit on sale. जो हमने entries में देखा that sometimes the company will sell some investment, some asset. So अगर profit है तो वो P&L में add करना है, और minus loss on sale. ठीक है, so this you don't have to forget because this will affect your reserves. ठीक है, so इस तरह से हम equation बनाएंगे. Now how will you follow the equation? Equation के steps कैसे होंगे? So generally when you know your face value premium, यहाँ पर हम एक amount डाल देंगे which will be your face value total and your premium total. After that you should first fill up your premium का equation. So premium के लिए पहले security premium use कर देंगे. अगर वो कम पड़ता है तो you will go on premium on fresh issue. Okay, that means total ये security premium ही है. This is nothing but your total security premium. अगर ये कम होता है then we will further use our reserves. यहाँ पर ये सब खत्म करने के बाद whatever reserves remain that I can use over here. Suppose यहाँ पर security premium भी बच गया है. Security premium मैंने लिया, मुझे reserves लेने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं पड़ी. Security premium was much higher. तो यहाँ पर balance security premium जो भी बचता है I will use it up. उसके बाद मुझे जितने रिजर्व्स चाहिए आई विल यूज द रिजर्व्स. ओके, नाउ आफ्टर यूजिंग दैट, अगर मेरा फेस वैल्यू तब भी खत्म नहीं होता है, आई स्टिल नीड अ बैलेंस. सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम खत्म हो गया, जनरल रिजर्व खत्म, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस खत्म, बाकी कुछ रिजर्व दिया था वो भी खत्म, बट आई स्टिल वांट माय अमाउंट फॉर बायबैक, देन आई विल डू अ फ्रेश इश्यू. सो समटाइम्स सम में ये फ्रेश इश्यू जो है वो बैलेंसिंग फिगर रहेगा, मीन्स यू विल फाइंड आउट कि कितना फ्रेश इश्यू करना है. सो दिस इज द ऑर्डर यू विल फॉलो फॉर योर इक्वेशंस. वंस वी डू द सम, it will become more clear what I'm saying. For now, just take this down. So that's for how we are going to approach our sums. So we end this session here and on this note, and next time onwards we take up sums. We'll start with the basics first, then we'll move on to more advanced sums. Thank you.